Well, some of us find it hard to get started on a Monday morning. What if we gave you a little bit of BAM? Please welcome Emeril visiting us this morning on set. That'll wake him up, right?
Hello, how are you?
So good to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for having me.
You have been a busy man. You were everywhere. You've got tons of restaurants. You've done a ton of television.
Just a little bit of television.
Just a little bit of television. Yep. When did it all start?
Well, the Food Network in U.S. will be 20 years old this coming October.
Yeah, that's been a long time.
And so I was, I think, the third employee. So I was part of starting the network, and have helped in the last couple of years also launch a new sister network called the Cooking Channel. So I'm actually doing a show called Emeril's Florida for that right now, as well as I just finished. I was in Vancouver doing Top Chef last year.
Vancouver.
Oh, I love Vancouver.
It's
a great
beautiful city.
Toronto is a great city. This is one of my favorite cities in the world.
Yeah.
The people.
Why do you love Toronto?
I like walking around. I love the people, and I have to tell you, not just because right now of the craze, but you know, Toronto's had great restaurants for a long time, and they just, they're just getting better.
Yeah, you know what? Canadian restaurants, good right across the board. Toronto is definitely a jewel for a lot of us. When the audience found out you were coming in today, they lost their minds.
No.
It's like you're a Playgirl cover boy or something. Like they were like, Emeril, yes, they lost their minds. We kept it a secret. And then we told them, and they were so excited, and it's because you bring such energy to your recipes, and I think that's nice. I think food should be fun, cooking should be fun. We're doing a fun recipe today.
Absolutely.
A little bit of grilled cheese. I love grilled cheese sandwiches, but also with soup, and it's just not any regular grilled cheese.
Well,
right?
No, it's not any regular grilled cheese, because let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to build this sort of sandwich and make a panini, and we're going to do it in a grill pan.
Okay.
So this is a cheese from Ontario, a cheddar cheese. This
Balderson.
Yeah, Balderson. This
yes.
is 3 years, three-year-old cheddar.
It's good.
This is a Guinness cheese, as you can see that right there. A very, very different type of flavor.
Yeah.
And then a more traditional cheese, which is we're going to use Fontina, which would be this cheese here. So we're going to use the three of those.
Incredible.
It is incredible.
Like does it taste like Guinness?
I'll give you a wedge to take home.
Okay.
You might have a great weekend.
Should I only eat it in small little bits at a time?
No, I think you're going to be okay with that. It's,
all right.
But here's the thing. Then we're going to use some cremini mushrooms. I think people get a little intimidated about these because cremini is the baby shiitakes. And then they grow up to be big, and then they become portobello mushrooms.
Right.
But these are cremini mushrooms and a little prosciutto. So what we're going to do is we just take a little bread, and we're going to layer the prosciutto, the mushrooms, the 3 cheeses into a little panini. And then I'm going to brush it with olive oil on both sides.
So you stay right away from the butter. You use the olive oil.
I'm using
instead.
olive oil, right now. And then this griddle pan here is really a great tool. And that's what I try to explain to people, Tracy, is that, you know, I'm trying to take the intimidation factor out of it for people and really just sort of make it fun. And to be able to do that in the kitchen, you've got to have great tools. So whether you're doing, you know, a grill pan or whether you're have cookware or cutlery, it's really important to have great tools. And then you sort of have a little bit more ease with doing that.
Well, I like what you say, though, about taking the intimidation out of cooking, because as we become more savvy, and as you know, the food networks and the cooking channels out there, cooking is elevated to a level where you think to yourself, oh my gosh, I don't just want to go and slap down some processed cheese on a piece of white bread, right?
No.
So it's nice that you can still bring it down to a level where it's accessible, because people need to cook, and I'm saying this message to myself because we all know I don't. People need to cook because it's so much more healthy for you.
Maybe I need to come back and help you a little bit.
I think if you came back and if you cooked for me, that would be great.
Yeah, well, you know, we should maybe talk
every
about this
other
arrangement.
day.
You know, right?
Yeah.
So, getting back to,
I would eat it.
Yeah. Do you like soup?
I do like soup. I think soup is a good
guy.
filler as well.
Well, I'm a big soup guy.
I mean, I shouldn't call soup a filler. That's probably really wrong.
Well, what it is, it's all,
but it is,
you know,
but it's
it
usually
is
good
what
for
you eat.
And it fills you up.
It is what you eat.
Right.
Right? So, you know, if you have, you know, bad ingredients, then you're going to have bad food.
Absolutely.
So you have great ingredients and you have great food. And so, you know, for me, it's simplicity. You know, it's about seasonality and the season. It's about the soil. It's about, you know, really, this soup right here, this is a tomato soup.
It looks
See,
nice
you and I
creamy.
like tomato, you know.
We do.
We could say tomato,
We're
but
tomato.
we're tomato,
yeah.
right? So this is this is a little bit of onion, lots of fresh tomatoes, vegetable stock. It's cooked down and it's pureed.
Is there any cream in there?
You could put cream. There's no cream in this right now.
Well, I like the color of it then.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need the cream in my soup, so I think that looks great.
Well, you know, that's a preference. I mean, there's a reason why people put cream in their soups, which is part of the thickening agent or the natural, what's called liaison in that. Too fancy of a word.
Liaison.
Yeah, I'll
C'est très fancy.
yeah, so, okay. So, all right, so anyhow.
Moving right along.
Okay, yes, I didn't realize the French was coming out of you now.
Petit peu. You are in Canada, remember?
I know.
Right? We have a little
and
bit
I love
of that.
it, and I love being in Canada.
Okay, so if you were putting together this soup, you have the very natural ingredients. You've
Yes.
got good quality ingredients,
Yes.
but it's not a simple recipe because you've used like maybe 4 ingredients in here, right?
Maybe 5 ingredients.
Maybe 4
Salt
or
and
5
pepper, a little
ingredients.
olive oil. You're going to saute the onion.
Yeah.
Then you're going to add the tomatoes.
Right.
And then you let them cook in the stock. And as they start to cook and they just sort of extract all of those flavors, then we're just going to use a hand blender.
Hand blender, yep.
And immersion blender, and we're just
Yeah.
going to blend it up. And then we have this in a very, very simple piece of cookware.
Voila!
Yep.
And then at the end of all of this, because your sandwich is
Well, at
almost
the end,
done there,
at the
you
end of
get
all of
this,
this,
right?
at the end of all this is still hot. I want to garnish it with a little bit of fresh basil.
Yep.
So, here, you tell your.
Are you going to feed me,
Yeah,
Emeril?
I will feed you.
Okay, let's do this without getting it on my hair or makeup.
You won't. Don't worry.
Very important.
It's Fashion Friday. Mm-hmm. What do you think of that?
Oh, that is very good.
Okay, and then if you have, see what you can also
That
do
is
is
incredible.
you could sort of dip it in the soup like that as well.
Now you're going to make me
I'll
eat
try that.
carbs? Okay.
Why not?
Listen, this is a great recipe, and we all love you. Do we love Emeril?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're very popular up here.